This is Mac OS Ken.
Goldman Sachs turned sweet on Apple. iPhone may go yellow today. And news for Apple TV Plus. Apple TV Plus. Huh? It is Tuesday, the 7th of March, 2023. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Collide. Endpoint security powered by people. Learn more and book a demo today at collide.com/macOSCan. This show is also supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/macOSCan. Goldman Sachs analyst Roddy Hall has left the building. The piece from Apple 3.0 says Goldman's bearish Apple tracker quietly retired 5 months ago. After a bit of downtime for the firm where Apple is concerned, say hello to a bullish-sounding Michael Ng. He initiated his coverage of the Cupertino company on Monday, and boy, is he into it. The piece from Barron's had the analyst saying, "We believe the market's focus on slower product revenue growth masks the strength of the Apple ecosystem and associated revenue durability and visibility." Another piece from Apple 3.0 had the analyst listing sets and subsets of factors working in Apple's favor. Paraphrasing some, while sales might be slow right now, the active iPhone installed base continues to grow. While people are holding their phones for longer, when they buy, those purchases are skewing to the high end, protecting Apple's average revenue per user. He sees growth coming back for the App Store. He sees Apple's investments in content paying off for Apple TV, with a side of good times ahead for Apple Music. And Apple's ad business should keep growing in the world of app tracking transparency. And that list does go on. Ng's ideas aren't entirely new. We heard similar sentiments from Morgan Stanley analyst Eric Woodring earlier this week. Quoting his note, "What gets us most excited as an Apple analyst today is the business model transformation Apple is undergoing, shifting toward a model focused on installed base monetization rather than unit growth, which in our view increasingly argues for a valuation more commensurate of a subscription-like business instead of a technology platform." Funny story, Ng's ideas aren't even new for Goldman Sachs. It's just been a few minutes. Apple 3.0 says Ng's thinking puts his firm back where it was before Rod Hall hit the scene in the 20-teens. In November of 2015, a little over 3 years before Apple stopped reporting unit sales for iPhone or anything else, then Goldman analyst Simona Jankowski wrote up an idea called Apple as a Service. According to Apple 3.0, Jankowski thought the days of measuring Apple by counting iPhone unit sales might be coming to an end. The smartphone battleground is shifting from unit land grab, she wrote in a note dated November 15th, 2015, to user monetization through content and services such as video, music, apps, games, and payments. Anyway, there's a new sheriff with old, new-again ideas in town. Goldman Sachs analyst Michael Ng starts his Apple coverage with a buy rating, up from Hall's neutral. Ng's 12-month price target on Apple shares is $199, up from Hall's old and seriously soggy target of $130. There may be a new hue of iPhone as early as today. Rumors have been bubbling for the past few days that Apple might update the iPhone 14 line with shades of yellow. The springtime color refresh for iPhone has been a thing for the past couple of years. A piece from Mac Rumors reminds us that on Tuesday, March 8th of 2022, Apple introduced a new green color for the iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 mini, and a new alpine green color for the iPhone 13 Pro models. In April 2021, Apple made the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 mini available in purple. The move to green for iPhone 13 was a year ago tomorrow, a point not lost on Bloomberg's Mark Gurman. The same Mac Rumors piece had Gurman hitting Twitter with the message, Nearly a year to the day after the announcement of the green iPhone 13, a new iPhone 14 color is indeed imminent. Additionally, the Mac Rumors piece says Apple has scheduled product briefings with reporters for today. While those could be tied to the new iPhone color, the site was not able to confirm the topic on Monday. iPhone-to-iPhone payment recipients grew by a lot on Monday. Another piece from Mac Rumors says the wireless transaction feature is now available to businesses whose online stores are built on the Wix.com platform. If you've forgotten what that feature is, the piece says iPhone-to-iPhone payment allows payments with no additional point-of-sale hardware required for the transactions. At checkout, a customer can tap their iPhone or Apple Watch, credit card, or other contactless payment option on the business owner's iPhone, and the payment will be securely completed using the same NFC technology behind Apple Pay. As for the new recipients, the piece says businesses with sites set up through Wix can accept payments with Tap to Pay on iPhone using the Wix Owner app once they have activated that feature for their site. With over 700,000 online stores powered by the platform, Apple and Wix opened a lot of potential payments through iPhone on Monday. More news in a moment, but first a word from today's sponsor, Collide, endpoint security powered by people. I love things that empower people, that make them smarter, not just make them do what they're told. That's one of the reasons I was so impressed when I first heard about Collide. They work to make your workplace safer by getting your employees on board with the whole security thing. Collide gets your team bought in on securing your business, not just by telling them what they need to do, but how what they're doing will make them and your business safer. Now, if you're an Okta user, Collide can get your entire fleet to 100% compliance the same way. The moment Collide's agent detects a problem, it alerts the user and gives them instructions on how to fix it. If they don't fix the problem within a set amount of time, they're blocked. Yeah, okay, it sounds harsh. Seriously, though, unsecured devices are logging into your company's apps because there is nothing there to stop them. Collide is the only device trust solution that enforces compliance as part of authentication, and it is built to work seamlessly with Okta. Collide's method means fewer support tickets, less frustration, and most importantly, 100% fleet compliance. Visit collide.com/macOSKen to learn more and book a demo. That's KOLIDE.com/macOSKen. Collide.com/macOSKen. If cost is what has kept you out of Outlook for Mac, cost is no longer an issue. Engadget says Microsoft has made Outlook for Mac free to use. You previously needed either a Microsoft 360 subscription or an Office purchase to use the email client. Outlook for Mac is available now in the Mac App Store. Updates for Apple TV and Apple TV Plus. Starting with the device, a piece from Apple Insider says Apple has released tvOS 16.3.3. Short and sweet, the release notes say the update fixes an issue where the Siri remote can become unresponsive on Apple TV 4K 3rd generation. If your Apple TV is set to update automatically, it should update automatically. If it's not, or if you're just not that patient, you can make it happen in Settings, then System, then Software Update on a 3rd generation Apple TV 4K. From the streaming device to the streaming service, Apple TV Plus has released trailers for a couple of big titles on the way. In a press release, the Cupertino streamer teased the dystopian series Silo, based on the Hugh Howey novels, originally called Wool. The release says Silo is the story of the last 10,000 people on Earth, their mile-deep home protecting them from the toxic and deadly world outside. However, no one knows when or why the silo was built, and any who try to find out face fatal consequences. The last 10K is full of recognizable faces. Stars of the show include Rebecca Ferguson, Common, David Oyelowo, Rashida Jones, Tim Robbins, and the list goes on. The first 2 episodes of Silo hit Apple TV Plus on Friday, the 5th of May. Subsequent episodes will follow on following Fridays through the end of June. If you want a shot of tension tinged with sadness, you can catch the trailer on YouTube. Apple's next big feature has a trailer and a release date. In another Monday press release, the Cupertino streamer gave the world its first glimpse of Ghosted. Describing the film, the release says in Ghosted, Salt of the Earth Cole, played by Chris Evans, falls head over heels for enigmatic Sadie, played by Ana de Armas, but then makes the shocking discovery that she's a secret agent. Before they can decide on a second date, Cole and Sadie are swept away on an international adventure to save the world. Nothing small about this one. Big stunts and a big cast, including the aforementioned Evans and Armas, as well as Adrian Brody, Mike Moe, Amy Sedaris, Tim Blake Nelson, and Tate Donovan. Have popcorn on hand. Apple is apparently skipping the theater this time around. The company says Ghosted will premiere globally on Apple TV Plus on Friday, the 21st of April. If you want to see what you may be in for, you can catch the trailer on YouTube. And finally today, make more room in the trophy case. Apple issued a press release Monday announcing 3 wins at last weekend's Writers Guild Awards. One was for the kids and family series Life by Ella. It took the award for Best Children's Episodic, Long Form, and Specials for the episode Prison or Palace. While no offense is meant to Ella and Company, the bigger awards went to Severance. According to the release, the disturbing workplace drama landed top honors, winning Best Drama and Best New Series, as the only series to earn 2 major category wins. Today on the Mac Observer's Daily Observations podcast, the stories we tell. TMO Managing Editor Jeff Butts and I talk about Goldman's change on Apple shares. Plus, Ghosted is ghosting the big screen for the big screen in your living room. All of that plus big yellow iPhone talk on the Daily Observations podcast from the Mac Observer, online at macobserver.com or wherever you get podcasts. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and sponsored by Collide, endpoint security powered by people. Learn more and book a demo today at collide.com/macOSKen. This show is also supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/macOSKen. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media, online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. Info at macosken.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.